Welcome back to the VitaBoys, you PlayStation gamers. With new consoles like the Nintendo Switch taking the main stage in the world of handhelds, it can be a wonder why anyone would ever want to buy a PlayStation Vita in 2017. Early adopters of the amazing handheld, as well as late buying advocates, will argue that the system, even in its 6th year of life, is still worth buying. Maybe now more than ever. Let's take a look at the 5 reasons you should still buy a PlayStation Vita in 2017. But before we get started, we want to mention our new giveaway and how we will be conducting them in the future to ensure the most transparent system we have ever had. This time we're giving away 2 PlayStation 4 systems and various PlayStation Vita and PlayStation 4 games. This giveaway ends on April 30th. To enter, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below. After selecting our winners on April 30th, we will have their picture displayed as the winners during the next giveaway cycles, which means not only do you win a PlayStation 4 or PlayStation Vita game, but you will also be in 2 months worth of our VitaBoys videos, so every subscriber can see exactly who won, as well as their PlayStation ID and subscriber ID. This way, we are as transparent as possible at displaying our winners. To enter our massive giveaway, which includes 2 PlayStation 4 systems, as well as every new release of PlayStation Vita and PlayStation 4 games like Toukiden 2 and Persona 5 that comes out between now and April 30th, just hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below to be entered. It's that simple. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at the top 5 reasons you should still buy a PlayStation Vita in 2017. Number 5. New titles flowing in. Look, 2017 is officially here, and with big hopes for the PlayStation Vita, myself and fans still hang in there with dreams of big new titles coming to the now 6-year-old console. But, in a more realistic state, we all understand that the day of Call of Duty and Killzone titles is now gone. But that does not mean the system won't still be getting high-profile titles. Games like Toukiden 2, Akiba's Beat, Danganronpa V3, and Telltale's Garden of the Galaxy are all still pinned to come to the PlayStation Vita in 2017. While these are not the massive budget titles that some fans may be searching for, they're certainly worth spending a few $100s on a PlayStation Vita. Typically, most Vita games even are cheaper than that of their PlayStation 4 counterparts, allowing you to get more bang of your buck for all these new titles flowing in. Number 4. Old exclusives. The PlayStation Vita is chock full of exclusives. Not the sort of exclusives that aren't worth playing, you see. These are games that have received rave reviews and gained huge prominence in the gaming world. Titles like Persona 4 Golden, Killzone Mercenary, Freedom Wars, Soul Sacrifice, Uncharted Golden Abyss, and Black Ops Declassified. Actually, let's just scratch that last one. These classic games line the library of the PlayStation Vita in gold. The fun to be had with these large-budget, in-depth titles should not ever be overlooked. Persona 4 Golden released to insane reviews as the greatest game to ever appear in the series. Killzone Mercenary adds new features to an old formula that reinvigorated the series. Soul Sacrifice and Freedom Wars take JRPGs into a new direction and throws you in with 3 to 7 of your best friends to enjoy an all-new experience that you had never seen before. These titles, even alone, are worth picking up a PlayStation Vita for, even in 2017. Number 3. Party. I can already imagine the flack I'm going to receive for this one, but the PlayStation Vita Party is a revolutionary idea that is worth enjoying. The Party app allows friends to play games with each other while chatting. Seems ordinary enough, right? But not really. This app was a revolution when the PlayStation Vita came out, as it forged a community of gamers around certain titles. I personally made great friends due to this app, and it was even where our inspiration to start the VitaBoys began. The Party app is a great way for people of all types to gather around gaming and become lifelong friends. It's not something we have seen on a handheld in a long time, and not something we probably will see in a long time in the future. The Party app is a great reason to buy a PlayStation Vita in 2017. Number 2. Remote Play. Remote Play is hardly a good standalone reason to purchase the PlayStation Vita. That much I understand. To spend $200 on a handheld to simply experience it as a companion device, well, that's insane. However, in combination with other reasons included in this video, the remote play features embedded in the PlayStation Vita are just revolutionary enough to warrant a place as high as it is on this list. Being able to stream practically any PlayStation 4 game over to your PlayStation Vita with ease is not a small feature to be overlooked. Many of us, and I assume even you since you are watching this video, love handhelds. We love the privacy and feel that they provide to us. To be able to experience large budget PlayStation 4 titles in the privacy of our handheld device, well, that's just amazing. Furthermore, after a few years of fixing bugs, this feature is fairly seamless and can even use over separate Wi-Fi networks. Are you in a hotel room 700 miles away from your PlayStation 4 but just dying to play the brand new Persona 5? Well, with Remote Play, you can easily access that with your PlayStation Vita. Let's head on over to our honorable mention and then hit up number 1 reason to own the PlayStation Vita in 2017. Honorable mention, limited run games. For those of you who love physical copies, well, let's be honest, they have not really been in much abundance during the early life of the PlayStation Vita. However, in recent years, an amazing company called Limited Run Games has released various digital-only PlayStation Vita titles out on hard copies for PS Vita owners to love and cherish. For this reason, they get our honorable mention. If you want a good reason to own a PlayStation Vita in 2017 that you have never had before, well, honestly, you can't look any further than Limited Run Games. Now, more than ever, adopters of the PlayStation Vita can have large libraries of physical games that they never could have had before. Let's check out the number 1 reason to own a PlayStation Vita in 2017. Number 1, indies. Do not get mad at me until after you hear me out. The PlayStation Vita is an indie oasis unlike any other we have seen before. Outside of Steam, there is no library that even compares to the PS Vita with a backlog of indies so strong. Hotline Miami, Rainbow Moon, Stick It to the Man, and various other great indie titles line the library of the PS Vita in gold. The number 1 reason for many people who do not buy a PlayStation Vita is the lack of AAA titles on the system. But AAA titles are often overrated or overhyped. However, Vita fans love indie titles and so do developers. The amazing support that developers receive from the Vita community can be overwhelming, and vice versa. So, number 1, indies receives the number 1 reason to buy a PlayStation Vita in 2017. There you have it, the top 5 reasons to buy a PlayStation Vita in 2017. Let us know what you love or hated about this video below, and while you're at it, be sure to ding the red bell to receive notifications when the VitaBoys post their new PlayStation Vita or PlayStation 4 videos. Also, make sure to enter our most transparent giveaway ever of 2 PlayStation 4 systems and tons of upcoming PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita games by hitting that subscribe button and leaving a comment below. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, VitaBoys out.
Yeah, we're the VitaBoys here for you. Check back every week and stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe today to be notified. Stay up to date. We are covering everything PS Vita. Weekly game giveaways, come see us. Gameplays, unboxing, reviews, and more. With a lot coming and more in store. We're the VitaBoys and we're here for you. Check back